Greetings, my comrades, and welcome back to Zanolith. We are back once again for another episode in the Pokemon XY Rewrite series. Last time, Serena became rivals with the Kalos Queen Aria, and Ash finally defeated Karina and her Mega Lucario at the Shalor City Gym. Now, our group sets their sights on Coumarine City, where Ash plans to earn his 4th Kalos Gym Badge, and where Serena plans to hopefully earn her first contest key. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's jump right into the video. On the way to Coumarine City, our group decides to stop for lunch. Clemont cooks up a meal while Serena decides to make some Pokepuffs for the group. Ash and Bonnie are making bets on who can finish their food faster. Everything is interrupted when a small Pokemon comes out of the bushes and starts to faint. It's a Goomy, and it looks badly hurt. The problem is there hasn't been a Pokemon Center in miles, so Ash decides to take matters into his own hands. Ash is able to nurture Goomy back to health, although barely. The group is obviously surprised by this, but Ashton explains he has a friend who is a Pokemon doctor in training. They had traveled together with each other for years, so naturally, Ash picked up a few things from him. Goomy wakes up and he automatically becomes frightened by the group, but eventually loosens up around them, especially Ash. The group wonders why Goomy is out here all alone when we see a flashback from Goomy's perspective. Goomy and his friends are running away in an area that resembles some sort of wetlands, and chasing them are bug-type Pokemon surrounded by a dark aura, which looks very similar to the aura emitted by Garchomp during the attack on Lumio City. We then flash back to the present, and Goomy decides to join Ash after seeing him and Clemont sparring with each other, wanting to become stronger himself. Ash now has a brand new team member on his team, and he couldn't be happier. Next up, while our group continues their travels, they encounter a Rhyhorn racing competition, and it just so happens that Serena's mom is participating. She doesn't know about Serena's goal, and Serena struggles to tell her mother about her goal of wanting to become a Pokemon coordinator and Kalos Queen. But eventually, she is able to express everything to her mother, telling her that she doesn't want to be a Rhyhorn racer, and that for her entire life, she was trained for something she never wanted to pursue, that it was something that she loved, but something Serena never liked. She tells her mom she respects her for being who she is, but she has no interest in becoming her successor. She then tells her mom her goal of wanting to become Kalos Queen. Serena's mom is obviously in shock, but that quickly becomes anger. She tells Serena she didn't train her for the past decade, only for her to turn away from Rhyhorn racing. She makes a deal with Serena. She will participate in the short race today, and if she wins, she can pursue her dream of becoming Kalos Queen. But if she wins, Serena has to return home and resume her training immediately. Ash is about to snap, but Clemont stops Ash before he can do anything rash. Serena accepts the deal and the Rhyhorn race begins. It's intense, but Serena uses all of her mother's teachings to her advantage, and in the end, Serena barely comes out on top, winning the Rhyhorn race. After the race, Serena walks away from her mom when her mother begins to cry and apologizes for all she's put her through. Serena then comes up to her mom and hugs her, telling her she never held any negative feelings towards her, and that she loves her very much. The two make up, and Serena's mom now fully supports Serena's goal. While on their way to Coumarine City, our group encounters a Pokemon trainer and his partner Pokemon GROVYLE. He seems to be fighting a wild Doublade, and after a long and intense battle is able to catch the wild Pokemon.
Alright, we caught it! Great job, GROVYLE.
Ashton runs up to the boy with a huge smile on his face. That was awesome! You and your GROVYLE are so strong, man!
Thanks.
The trainer then introduces himself to Ash and the group. This is Sawyer, a young Pokemon trainer from the Hoenn region who has traveled to Kalos for unknown reasons. Ashton tells Sawyer he really wants to battle him, but Sawyer then seems to become scared all of a sudden and runs away, and so Ash tells the group he's gonna go after him, and eventually catches up to Sawyer and GROVYLE. Why did you run away?
I'm sorry, Ash. I just can't battle you.
Why not?
I just can't. You see, I was given GROVYLE by Stephen Stone, the champion of the Hoenn region. I was so grateful. And all I wanted to do was make my way up to Stephen and defeat him. We made it to the Pokemon League, but we lost in the top 16. I feel like I let Stephen down, that I'm a failure. I'm pathetic. I ran away from my home out of embarrassment, not wanting to face anyone due to my failures. I just can't battle you.
To me, that just sounds like an excuse.
What?
Sawyer, let me tell you something. I've participated in many Pokemon Leagues throughout the world, and I haven't been victorious once. But even after I lost, no matter how much I wanted to give up, I kept my head high. I got myself back up and moved on, telling myself that next time I will be successful, the next time I will make my way to the top. So instead of sulking in your own failures, become stronger. The only way you'll make it to the top is by believing in yourself. So come on, let's battle. Let's get better together, the both of us. Ash's words resonate with Sawyer as he starts tearing up a bit. Sawyer agrees to the battle with his confidence seemingly restored. The two have a one-on-one with Ash using Frogadier and Sawyer using GROVYLE. The battle is intense, both Pokemon are on equal footing and both have a sense of pride that won't allow them to go down so easily. Eventually, Ash is able to get the upper hand and take GROVYLE out, making Ash and Frogadier the victors. Sawyer tells Ash he took what he said to heart, and that he's going to take on the Kalos League. He declares Ash his rival, and that next time they meet, he will be a stronger Pokemon trainer. Ash shakes his hand, telling him he looks forward to their next battle. Next up, our heroes are on a path to Coumarine City when a wild Absol comes out of the bushes and stares down Serena. And it's actually a shiny Absol. Apparently, it's been following her this whole time from Solage City, and it's decided that it wants to test her strength.
Fine then, let's battle!
Serena sends out Braixen, and Absol doesn't seem satisfied enough. Serena realizes it wants her to use both of her Pokemon, so she also sends out Pancham. The two go on the offensive, but Absol outspeeds both of them. No matter how much they attack, Absol can't be caught. Absol then uses its own attacks, and it's obvious it has way more power than the others. Pancham and Braixen are then both defeated, and Absol walks away, looking quite disappointed. As it runs away, Serena chases after it, and she continues until nightfall. Absol finally stops running, and they reach a flower field.
Absol, please stop running! I know you may think I'm weak, but I'm gonna become stronger! Let me prove it to you. I'll win my next contest. Come with me! I know we can beat everything standing in our way, as long as we do it together!
Absol agrees with Serena and allows itself to be caught. However, it doesn't seem like it truly trusts Serena, that she will have to prove herself even more than she already has. Perhaps the only way for Serena to gain Absol's trust is to win her next contest. Will Absol truly become Serena's partner? The group has finally arrived in Coumarine City, and it's straight to the gym. When they reach the gym, an old man is waiting outside. He seems to be admiring a patch of flowers. Excuse me? Sir?
Oh, why, hello. What can this old man help you with?
This is the Coumarine Gym, right? Is the gym leader in?
Indeed he is. Come with me, young one. I'll lead you to the battlefield.
The old man then leads the group to the battlefield, and before going to battle, Ash sends out Goomy and tells him to watch the battle to learn from it.
My name is Ramos, and I've been the gym leader here for the last 20 years. I love grass-type Pokemon, and I wonder how they'll compare to your team. How about we find out?
The battle against Ramos finally begins, and Ash sends out his first Pokemon. Halucha, I choose you!
Shine like sun, Jumpluff!
The two Pokemon come out and the battle begins. Halucha clearly has the speed and strength advantage, and is putting in pretty good work against Jumpluff. However, Jumpluff eventually uses Leech Seed and starts to drain Halucha of its energy, and Ash decides to recall it back. Pikachu, I choose you! Pikachu comes out and is very easily able to take down Jumpluff due to it being weakened by Halucha's barrage of attacks.
Weepinbell, you're up!
Weepinbell is in no position to take Pikachu down. but it has a special trap up its sleeve. Pikachu is then hit with a poison powder and then becomes severely weakened by the poison. Pikachu tries to fight it off, but it's made clear to Ash and the others that his movement has become significantly slower, and Ramos and Weepinbell use this to their advantage. Weepinbell attacks Pikachu over and over again, and Pikachu is able to land a few attacks, but it's no use. The poison has taken its effect, and Pikachu can't last forever. Pikachu then finally goes down, and Ash sends out his third and final Pokemon. Frogadier! I choose you! Frogadier comes out and the battle resumes. Weepinbell attempts to use poison powder, but Frogadier is able to block the powder using its Frubbles. Weepinbell doesn't match up to its opponent in speed and offensive attacks, and a few attacks later, Weepinbell goes down.
This is quite an exciting battle. I haven't felt this way in years. But I'm afraid that ends here. Go, Goat!
Ramos' ace is Go-Goat, and it wastes no time attacking Frogadier. Frogadier was able to take down Weepinbell with ease, so it hasn't been necessarily weakened all that much. However, Go-Goat is a formidable opponent, and with its moveset of Bulldoze, Takedown, and Grass Knot, it's overwhelming Frogadier. Frogadier can withstand its overwhelming power, not to mention its type disadvantage, and so as a result, Frogadier goes down, and Ash only has one Pokemon left. Hawlucha is brought back out, but due to Jumpluff's Leech Seed, it's been severely weakened. Hawlucha has a sense of pride though, and it won't accept defeat so easily. The two Pokemon go head to head with each other, never wanting to give in to the other. Eventually, Hawlucha and Go-Goat enter a duel between Hawlucha's talons and Go-Goat's horns. The two Pokemon give it their absolute all, but Hawlucha is able to break free from the conflict and use Flying Press, which directly hits Go-Goat. As a result, Go-Goat is unable to battle, making the winner Ash and Hawlucha. After the battle, Hawlucha starts to collapse, but Ash comes over to the weakened Pokemon, and Ramos comes up to Ash with a badge in his hands.
You've earned this Sprout. Please accept the plant badge.
Ash and the others then leave the gym, and this is where Clemont looks into Ash's eyes. Ash realizes he now has 4 badges, meaning his next opponent is Clemont.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you this, but I'm catching a train back to Lumios tonight. I had already booked the ticket in advance.
What? But why?
Ash, accept the facts. Right now I'm just not strong enough to give you a proper gym battle, so I'm gonna be taking over the gym to grow as a Pokemon trainer. When you arrive, I'm gonna give you a battle you can be proud of.
The group then makes their way to the train station to see Clemont off, as he heads back to Lumios as his battle against Ash grows closer and closer. But we aren't done yet. Serena still has her contest, and this time she's determined to win the whole thing. It's time for the Coumarine contest, and this is when Serena meets a fellow coordinator named Miette, who has also seemed to take a certain interest in Ash, which makes Serena a little flustered. The performance round begins, and Serena decides to use the same performance as her debut contest, and this time it's perfectly mastered and the audience is in awe with the performance. Miette also delivers a great performance, and both make their way to the battle rounds. Serena and Miette make their way up to the finals, where they face each other off in a battle. Serena uses Breaks in an Absol, while Miette uses Slurpuff and a Male Meowstic. The battle is intense, but both are putting up a great performance while battling. However, Absol is overpowering every single Pokemon on the battlefield, and it doesn't seem to be fully listening to Serena's commands. Perhaps it's still willing to see if she's worthy enough to wield him. The timer eventually goes off, and the one who has the better battling performance overall is decided by the audience, which is a little bit different from contests in other regions. The audience decides, and the winner is Serena. Serena is overjoyed as she hugs her Pokemon, and she also seems to catch the attention of a certain older lady in the audience, who walks out right after the contest is finished. Miette shakes Serena's hand, telling her she's not given up on her coordinator dreams, and I guess you could say she isn't giving up on Ash either. Time passes, and after the trio celebrates Serena's victory, Serena makes her way to the Coumarine City docks at night, and she then calls out Absol.
Absol, thank you! Because of you, I was able to win today! I don't know if you fully see me as worthy yet, but I promise you, I'm not the same person I was when I left home. I've changed. I used to let my mom boss me around despite never wanting to pursue what she wanted me to do. I left home simply to escape that life. But I've gained so much. My friends, my Pokemon, and my rivals. I can't continue to think I'm the same person I was before. Therefore, I think it's time for a change.
Absol smirks as the two enjoy the night sky together, and then Serena stands up with a determined look. We then skip to the next day. Ash and Bonnie are waiting for Serena when she comes out of her room with a brand new outfit and hairstyle. This naturally shocks both Ash and Bonnie, but she tells them that her old look represented her old self, and that this new look shows just how much she's changed since starting her journey. The group then leaves Coumarine City and sets their sights on Lumiose, where Ash and Clemont will finally have their battle.